Hello and welcome to DVxUI. Today in this channel we are going to create this pasta website in Figma. Well, let me go through this pasta website so that we can see all the sections of this website. So first of all we have this hero section, and then we have something called offer section. Then if I scroll it a bit, you will find a small menu is given over here. Well, this is a landing page, so there is a restriction that how much knowledge we can give to this page. And then we have a snapshot of the top reviews about this website. And then we have a quick callback and then a small footer. So we are going to design all this in Figma. So let's get started. But before anything, let me tell you about a group. Well, in this group, what we do is we share our design for the feedbacks and we get the feedback from the designers. So this is a great place if you are looking for a designing community. Consider joining it from the link given in the description. Well, before starting, let us understand what we have on the screen. So over here, you will find pages, and under pages, I have 3 pages. The first one is design, the second one is YouTube, and the third one is learn. Currently I'm working on the YouTube, that's why it is highlighted. And then over here you will find layers. The first layer is resources and the second layer is design. Now if I double click on this resources frame, then I will go to this resources frame. Well, in the resources frame you can see all sorts of pictures, the blobs, the shapes and the icons which are given over here. Let me zoom in. So these are all that I'm going to use in my website, and you will also find the color that I'm going to be using in the website, and this resources frame will be provided in the description. So find the link in the description and download these resources in your PC. So this was the resources frame, and then we have a design frame as well. So as you can see, this is our complete design which we are going to do. And what we are going to do is we are going to design them separately. So if I open this design, you will find nav bar, then hero, then final call, review, menu, offers and footer. So these are all the sections that are contained in this website and we are going to design them. Well, let's not waste time anymore and start designing. So I'm going to keep this design frame over here so that we can refer to it whenever we want. And now I'm going to take a fresh frame and start from here. So now to take a frame, what you can do is you can go to this grid icon over here, or you can press F key on your keyboard. Now, did you notice when I pressed F, F has appeared over here. Let me press it again. So F is over here. Now with this F shortcut, what you can do is you can get a desktop frame. So click here and you will get a desktop frame. Now this is where we are going to design the website. So first of all, let me rename it and let's name it to hero. Let me close this. And now this is going to be our hero section. But before that, we need a frame for the nav bar. So to get a frame for the nav bar, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy paste it. And here, instead of hero, I'm going to rename it to nav bar. Now let's just focus on this one. So the nav bar is definitely not going to be this large and it is going to be quite small. So the height, which is controlled from here, is going to be 90. So a frame of 90 height is given over here. And now what we need to do is we need to put elements in this nav bar. So there are 3 main elements in the nav bar. The first one is site name, then the nav links and a button. So let us start designing. So let me zoom in over here and take a text and write here to foodie and a dot. Now select this, and from here you can control the text typography. So the font size is 12. Let me increase it to 32 with medium font weight, And let me also change the color of this food to the primary color that we have. So yeah, this is good. Now let me place it over here, something like this. Make sure it is in the middle. If it is not, you can go here in the alignment and use this option which says align vertical centers. Now our site name is placed. Let me design the nav links. So let's zoom out. I'm again going to take a text, and here I'm going to write home, copy paste. Then here I'm going to write pastas, and then I'm going to write about, and the last one is contact. So yes, this is good. Do not worry about the styling. We are going to take care of it now. So just select all of them, and from here in the typography, change the font size to 20, and medium is good, black is also good. And from here in the layout, you will find an icon over here which says use auto layout. So hit it, and this will be provided auto layout. So now you can see the gap between them is given over here, which is 66, but I don't want 66, I want 70. So 70 is good, and this looks quite great. Now let me place it at the middle. So yeah, this is also good. Let me push it till here because we need a button over here. So again, take a text, and here write register. Select it, and the font size is going to be 20 with medium font weight, but we are going to provide an auto layout to this as well. So an auto layout has been provided. I know it is not visible, but it will be. And for the visibility part, let me select this navbar and decrease down the opacity to 10%. So there is a slight difference between the background and the foreground of this navbar, because the color of this register button is also going to be white. So fill it with the white color. So this is good. Now the corner radius is going to be 8, and the padding in the horizontal is going to be 14. Then in the vertical it is going to be 10. And let me align it at the middle. So yeah, this is good. Now select both. The gap between them is mixed, and the spacing is 76. Let me increase it to 80, and hold shift and push them to the left. So yeah, this is good. Now if user is on the home page, how he is going to know that he is on the home page? Well, first of all, let me change the color of this register, which is going to be the primary color. I forgot to change it. So yeah, this looks even better. And let's talk about this nav links. So I want to highlight home because I want to denote that user is on the home page. So from here, what you can do is, or instead what you can do, let me select all these instead of home and change the color to D9. So yeah, this is good. Well, I know D9 is not going to be very much visible in the white background. Currently it is visible, but the D9 is not very much visible in the white. So I will go in the fill, select the color from here and push it down a bit till here. So now the new color code is 90, 90 and 90. So it was D9 and now it is 90. So yeah, this is good. Now let's take this navbar, copy it. Let me cut it from here. So just cut it, Ctrl X, go to your frame and paste it. So now this is not correctly aligned. So what we are going to do for the alignment is, we are going to use the alignment tools over here. So first of all, let me align it at the horizontal centers. Now it is at the center. And now I want to place it at the very top. So I'm going to use this option which says align top. So yeah, this looks better and this is what we wanted. Now the next part is the image for this hero section. So for that image, we need to go to the resources. So just go to resources and copy this and this. So I've copied this image and this vector from here. Let me go to hero section and paste it. First of all, let me grab this vector from here, and from here I want to align it at the top and then from the right as well. So yeah, this looks better, but the nav bar is hidden. So select it and then right click and select this option which says send to back. So yeah, this is good. Now as you can see, these nav links are not visible. So let me fix it. Select all of them and go here. Take a bit darker color. So yeah, this is good. Now they are fairly visible. Now for this image, select it and place it over here. Something like this. Make sure the line of this image and this gap between them is 40. So hold Alt to see the gap. It is 127. We don't want 127. We want 40. So decrease it. Now let's see. It is 57. Decrease it a bit more. So now it is 47, which is fair enough. And what I can do is I can hold Shift and put it a bit up. Let me see. So 124 is quite less. Let me move it a bit more. Now 144 is great. So yeah, we are done with the placing of the hero image. We are going to work with the hero text from here. So now if I start placing these elements arbitrarily on the frame, I'm surely going to lose the alignment. So what we can do is we can select this hero frame and we can go to this layout grid, enable it, go to this grid, from grid switch to columns, then here in the count write 12 and in the margin write 80. So now you will see these red bars have appeared and they are going to guide me throughout the designing process. So now let's start with the hero text. So take a text and here I'm going to write you can have. Now select this text, increase the font size to 64 of regular, and the font family is also going to be changed from outfit to satisfy. Now place it over here and make a copy of it. Now here I'm going to write delicious pasta. Now select it, switch back to outfit font family. The size is going to be 64 but with medium font weight. Select it, create one more text, and here I'm going to write on your table. The font size is going to be 88 with medium font weight, and this looks great. But if I keep it like this, it will look monotonous. So let me enhance the look. So what I can do is I can select this text and change the color to the primary color. What I can also do is I can select this much of this text, which is your table, and change this color to primary as well. So yeah, this is good. Now select all of them and align it perfectly. And now let's reduce some spacing from here. So currently it is 5. Let me take it to 10 maybe. Yeah, 10 looks great. And now we need the description of the website over here. So let's go to a website which is called Lorem Ipsum. Copy this much of text. Go back to your design. Take a text and paste it over here. Now select it. And here you will see the font size is 88, which is quite big. So let's reduce down it to 19. And from medium, let's shift to regular. So regular looks great. And let me align it over here and decrease down the width. So yeah, it is perfectly fit. And now let's also reduce some of the opacity. I will tell you why. So yeah, this looks great. Well, we have reduced the opacity because we don't want this text to appear first. We want this text to appear first because this is important and this holds the secondary importance. And now what we want to do is we need to design two CTAs over here. Well, CTA stands for call to action buttons. Well, let me design it and I will tell you more about it. So take a text and here you need to write place order. I know it is not visible, so select it and change the font size to maybe 20. With regular, go to medium and let me place it over here and zoom in so that we can see it better. Now right click and provide auto layout. Now fill it with the primary color and change the font color to white. So just write white and it will take the hex code of the white. So yeah, this is great. Now let's work with the button. The padding in the horizontal is going to be 22 and in the vertical it is going to be 14. Align it over here. Copy paste it. Select both. And let's provide some corner radius as well because it is going to be looking great. So let's provide 8. Yeah, it looks better. Now select this button because we don't want both of them to look same. So select this button, remove the fill, instead provide a stroke. Button text is not visible, so change the color to a primary color. Select the border. From the stroke of black, shift to primary color. And the button text is also going to be changed. So change it to all menu. Keep them capital. So yeah, this is great and this also looks great. There is only one thing remaining that we want to do with this one is we want to fill this space over here. So what we can do is we can again go to resources and pick this image from here. Go to hero again and paste it. Well, I have pasted the resources frame completely in the hero. So let's just undo it and go to resources again. Copy this, go to hero and paste it. So now currently it is inverted. So let me flip it vertically. So you can use this option which says flip vertical. So yeah, this is great. I also want to flip it horizontally. So flip it horizontally with this option which says flip horizontal, quite explanatory. And I also want to change some of the angle, which is going to be, let's say 173, and increase the size by holding shift. Place it over here, something like this. Make sure this covers the end to end of this frame. Put it down a bit. So yeah, this is great. And let me also lock it so that it does not interfere with whatever fixes I'm going to do with this frame. So select all these and put them a bit up so that they can be clearly visible. So yeah, this is good. And we have created the hero section, which was the very first section of this website. Now moving on to the next section, which is the offer section. So for the offer section, what I'm going to do is I'm again going to take a frame, drop it over here. Well, by default, it is a desktop frame because my previous frame was also a desktop. But this time I want to decrease the height to 800 and the fill color is going to be primary. Well, in this one also I'm going to be needing the layout grid. So make it happen. So yeah, I know the bars are not very much visible, but they are visible to me. And let me also change the color of the bar to, let's say, some shade of gray. So let's go with D9. Well, I guess D9 is quite visible, but let me increase the opacity to 20%. So yeah, now it is fairly visible. Now, first of all, I need to design the text and then I will work with the picture. So take a text and write here special offers. Select it. The font size is going to be 44 of the regular and also provide auto layout with 0 in the vertical but 14 in the horizontal. I know it is not visible, so also provide a fill color and provide a corner radius to full. Now the text is not visible, so select your text and provide it a primary color. So yeah, this is good, and place it over here and make sure the gap between this edge and this auto layout is 120. So currently it is 127. So hold shift, move up. So now it is 117, which is fair enough. Now let's move to the next text, which is get 40% off. Now select it, change the font family to outfit with semi bold, and the font size is going to be 90. Put it over here, something like this. Make a copy of it, and here I'm going to write on all menu items. Select it, the font size is going to be 60 with medium font weight. Well, I know this is quite small, so let's select this one and decrease down the font width to medium. So yeah, this is good. Push it down a bit. So yeah, this looks great. And now what I need to do is I need a description over here. So I'm going to go to this frame, copy this text because the description is going to be the same, and paste it over here. Change the color from black to white. 70 is good, and align it perfectly. So yeah, this looks great. Now we need some of the dishes over here. So for that, let's again go to, well, we didn't rename this section, so let's just do it. Select it and write it offers. Go to resources. Let me zoom in and then copy this frame. Go to offers again and paste it over here. Put it right here, maybe a bit up. So yeah, this is great. And now we need a button over here. So for the button, again I'm going to take a text and here I'm going to write avail offers. Select it. The font size is 20 with medium, which is good. Provide it auto layout. The padding in the horizontal is going to be 22 and in the vertical it is going to be 14 with a stroke of white and a corner radius of 8. So this is good, and let me place it over here, something like this. And let me also write a description over here. So it is nothing, just going to be the lorem ipsum. Let me zoom in. So I'm going to just copy this much of text, and here with a star I'm going to write this, just to make it look like an information. Select it and change the font size to 60 with regular font weight and a color of, let's say, 60%. Align it perfectly with the button. Yeah, this is good. Now we need a picture over here. So for that picture, again, let's go to resources. And here I'm going to copy this one. And I'm also going to copy, let's say, this one. And again go to offers, paste it over here. I know this vector is not visible, so let me provide a different color, which is going to be white, and place it over here, something like this. And now this is also going to be over here. Well, this is out of the frame, so let me put it inside this. So yeah, now it is at the background, which is perfect, and place it over here, something like this. Select both and change the alignment a bit. So yeah, at this part you don't need to follow the alignment. We are completely fine with this, and let's see how it looks. So let's remove this layout grid. So yeah, now as you can see, this section looks quite great. Now let's quickly move to the next section. Take a frame, drop it over here, and let's not forget to change the name, and it is going to be the menu. So write menu. The size is again going to be 800, and here we also need the layout grid, so enable it. I hope you know the drill. So count is going to be 12 with 80 pixels of margin. This is good. Now we will take our text, and here we will write something, and that something is 240. Actually 240s. So from the outfit, let's shift to satisfy, and the color is going to be the primary color. Well, the current font size is 16, so let's change it to 38. Place it over here, something like this, not too much gap from the top part. And now let's copy it again, and here I'm going to write top noodles, not noodles. Select it, change the font size to 66. We also need to change the font family. So outfit with medium font weight, and the noodles is going to be black. So just write black, and it will take the hex code of black. Now select both and make sure the alignment is correct. So yeah, now it is good. Now we need a description line over here. So for the description, what I'm going to do is I'm here going to write lorem. Well, I don't remember the complete line, so let's go to website and copy this much. Select it and paste it. Change the opacity to 70% and align it perfectly. So now this description looks great, and now let me design the menu over here. But first of all, what we can do is we can change the font size from 16 to 18. and let's remove this word because it is going way too far. Push it down a bit, and yeah, now it looks perfect. Now let's design the menu. So first of all, I'm going to take a frame and fill it with a color. I know the color is not visible because it is white and the background is also white. So let's change the background color. Select this white and take it down a bit. So yeah, now white is visible. And now let's change the dimension of this frame. So the dimension is going to be 414 in the width, and in the height it is going to be 294. So let me align it with these rectangular bar. So yeah, this frame is completely aligned, and now let's select it and provide a corner radius of, let's say, 12 pixels. Let's see. Well, 12 is quite less. So let's select it and provide a 16 corner radius. Provide a stroke as well of the primary color. And now here let's write a text and also design a button over here. So for the text, select text and write here tasty soba noodles. Select it and change the font size to, let's say, 42 with medium font weight and a primary color. Let's reduce this line height, which was auto, and yeah, 46 is good. Place it over here, something like this, maybe a bit up. So yeah, this is okay. And now we need a button over here, but first we need a line to separate the text and the button. So here is the line. Provide it a color of primary color. Make sure the angle is 0. Currently it is 0.16, so make it 0. Also make sure it is at the alignment at the center. So by using this option, you can align it at the center. And now we need a button over here. So take our text again, and here I'm going to write price $12. So now this is great, and let's reduce down the font size to, let's say, 24. Place it over here and provide auto layout. Fill it with the primary color. Change the font color to white. And also let's provide corner radius and the padding to this button. So the padding in the horizontal is going to be 8, and in the vertical it is going to be 6. The corner radius is going to be 12. Well, 12 is quite high, so let's reduce down it to 8. And now let's zoom in. And I guess the button is quite placed well. We just need to move this one up. So yeah, now it looks great. And let's also design a discount rate over here. So take a text and write here 33% off. Select it, reduce down the font size to 20 and with the primary color. Place it over here, and yeah, this looks great. And now let's go to resources and bring the picture over here. So these are the pictures that I'm going to be using. So let's copy this one. Go to menu and here I'm going to paste it. Reduce down the size and place it over here, something like this. A bit down. So yeah, now it looks great. What I can think is we can move it a bit up. So yeah, now this is great. Now the only part is we just need to copy paste it. So what I'm going to do is just copy paste it, place it over here, make sure the alignment is perfect, copy it again and paste it over here. Well, you can see the alignment is quite missed over here. So let's select it, zoom in over here and push it down. So yeah, now it's perfect. And you can always change the data and the picture. I have provided all in the resources, but I'm not going to do it. It is your task. Now let's design the other section of this website. So the next section is the review section, which is quite similar to this section, which was the menu section. So I'm just going to copy this menu and place it over here. Let's rename it to review. And here we need to change some of the text. So instead of 240, we are going to go with our reviews. And here we are going to write a line, tasty food and review. I hope the spellings are correct. Select this much of text and make it black. So yeah, now it is great. So for this description, I'm just going to copy a bit of these text and paste it at the end so that it looks like a description for this section. Remove the excess part and yeah, this is great. Well, we don't need all these, so simply delete it. And now we are going to design the card for the reviews. So take a frame again, and the color of this review section is EE because which we don't want, so make it white. And let's find our frame, which is over here. We'll provide it a stroke of the primary color so that it is visible and we don't lose it again. The weight is going to be 2, and let's change the dimension. So for the dimension, let's just paste it over here and drag it till this much, maybe a bit less. So let's make it a round figure, which is 360 and till here. So yeah, this is great. Now select it and change the corner radius to 12. Push it a bit up, and here we need to design this card. So zoom in. First of all, take an oval and drop it over here for the user image. Make sure the alignment is correct. Fill it with the primary color. Push it a bit up. Now we need to write the name, the designation of the user and his review. So take a text and here write Olivia Rose. Align it at the center. The font size is going to be 24. Align center again and hold shift and push it up. So yeah, this is great. Now copy paste it and here write our 240 customer. Select it, change the font size to 18 with the regular font weight, and the opacity of the color is going to be 70. Well, let's take 60 instead. So yeah, 60 is great. Now put this at the middle, take it a bit down, and now it looks great. Now we just need the review part over here, So let's go to Lorem Ipsum website and copy this much of text. Go to design again, take a text and drop it over here. Select it, place it over here. Now we need to reduce the width. Now select this text and in the typography extend this option and make the alignment justified. Yeah, this is great. And let me select all these and push them a bit up. This one also. So yeah, now as you can see, the card has also been designed. Let's copy it and paste it several times. Copy it again and align it perfectly. So yeah, this is great. Now we need to denote that this is a slider. So here we are going to design something. Take an oval, drop it over here. Now clip it so that both the values change simultaneously. Cross it. So the height is going to be 12 and push it over here, copy paste it again, make several copies. So I guess 4 is going to be good. Select all of them. Spacing is mixed, so let me first provide this auto layout. So now it is 13, let's reduce down it to 12. Well, not 12, let's take 8 instead. Yeah, 8 is good. And select this random circle and provide it a primary color. Make sure this is also at the center. And now we need to put a line over here. So select a text and write Lorem Ipsum. This is just an informational text. It does not serve any purpose, but I just wanted to design it. So now align this one as well and fill it with the opacity of, let's say, 40%. Push it a bit up. So yeah, now everything looks great. And now what we can do is we can go to the next section, which is the callback section. So I have just copied this review section. I'm going to paste it over here. Remove everything. Select this and reduce down the height to 400. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this image from the hero section. Go to this section. Let's also change the name to callback and paste the image. Well, the image needs to be inside and zoom in. Make sure the zoom is perfect. So yeah, this is good. And now we need to take a rectangle and design end to end to this frame so that the picture is not visible. And provide it a primary color with the opacity of 80%. So now you will see a great effect has been created. And let's design this section. So take a text and here write get your food from, and now select this because I know it is not quite visible. So change the font size to 60, place it over here, copy it, and here I'm going to write 240. Select it, change the font size to 156, change the font family to Satisfy, and put it just like this. Select both and make sure they are at the center. So yeah, this is good. And now we need to design a huge button over here. So take a text and write order now. Well, the font family is going to be outfit back again with the font size of 48 with medium font weight, and let's provide it auto layout. The horizontal padding is going to be 22, the vertical padding is going to be 16 with the fill color of white. Change the button color to primary color and provide it corner radius from here of 12. So yeah, if you can see, this is at the center and this looks quite great. Now the only thing that is remaining is a footer over here. So take a frame, drop it over here, something like this, and reduce down the height to 180. Zoom in. Now take a frame again and drop it over here. Change the fill color to primary color so that we can see it. Select it. Change the height to 46. Place it at the bottom by using this align bottom. And now increase the size to fill this frame widthwise. Yeah, this is great. And now we need a copyright text over here. So take a text and here write 2025. I know it is not visible, just bear with me. And then write 240. Select it, reduce down the font size to 16. Place it at the middle. And if you want that copyright symbol, go to Google and write copyright, actually copyright symbol. And now we can copy this from here, zoom in over here and paste it. Make sure the alignment is perfect, make sure it is at the middle and reduce down the fill to 60%. So yeah, this is great. Now I'm again going to write here 240. So take text and write here 240.com. Select it. Font size is going to be 36. This time this 40 is going to be of primary color. Now make sure it is at the middle. Well, it is at the middle, but we need to push it a bit up. Yeah, this is great. Now let's copy it again. And here write a hyphen and then a space. It will convert to a bullet point. And write here terms and conditions. And let's take one more text for privacy policy. Now select both of them. Change the font size to 20 with medium font weight and put them in auto layout from here. The gap of 80 is going to be there and place them at the middle. So yeah, this is great. Now the only thing that is remaining is we need social icon over here. So for that we are again going to go to the resources, but first of all let me change the name of this frame to footer. Now let's go to resources. Let's find our resources first. So here it is. And from here I'm going to copy these icons. Go to footer again and paste it. Take it from here and align it perfectly. So yeah, now as you can see, this is done. And let's see how we did with all the section. But first let me remove this layout grid from these sections. So select all of them and from here use this option to remove layout grid. And yeah, this looks great. So all the sections have been created, and now what we need to do is we need to put all these in a frame. So for that we need a long frame. So take a frame again of desktop, place it over here, and we need to design this exact frame. So what we can do is we can select this desktop and increase the font size and increase the height to 4000, and let's see, it was 4006, so let me make it 4006. Yeah, this is great. And now we just need to place all these sections inside this frame. So let me just do it quickly. Well, I guess we need to increase the frame size, so the height is going to be changed, but first of all let me place it. So let's align it perfectly, make sure it is at the middle, and now let's change the desktop size to fit it perfectly. So yes, this is good, and let's see how it looks. So yeah, this is how it looks. Now select this and press this play icon over here. Let me expand it. And now as you can see, this is our website that we have created together, and all the sections are looking quite great. We have this menu section, we have this reviews, then this callback, and then a cute footer. So this is how we are done with this website, and I hope you also watched it along. And if you did and followed the tutorial step by step, consider sending your design to our Telegram group that we have created for you all. We will meet in the next one. Till then, keep designing.